Right. Also, of course, as you mentioned, this particular constituency has a mix of a lot of people. But are you concentrating merely on this class in the slums and trying to ensure that you spread the message here more than, the educated class, more than reaching out to them?
No, not really. We are going everywhere. We want to, in fact, cover the whole constituency. It's a tall task. But we are trying to cover as much as part of the constituency as we can. So we are going to a lot of slums, we are going to some posh localities, we are doing road rallies across different places. So we are doing all that. We have to reach out to as many people as we can. That is the idea.
Also, one thing I couldn't notice is that a lot of your supporters, a lot of the ARP workers were reaching out to the children as well. Is that a conscious effort on your part? Did you tell them to go ahead and reach out to the children, considering that we see a lot of them saying that they are the future and they need to know more than anybody else right now?
No, in any family, the adults learn more things from the children, right? Children are more captivated with this idea, this cap, and the kind of campaign we are doing. So if they carry a cap at home, probably the parents will get convinced and vote for us. So most of the children comes wherever we go, and we give them a cap. It's a good branding effort, so that they can go and tell the father and mother to vote for us.
Absolutely, a simple ideology there. Thank you so much, Mr. Balakrishnan. But clearly they're trying to spread the message more than anything else and bring about the change. That seems to be the key message to be noted here.
We also spoke to some women in the area to find out what they thought was the solution.
Now we've got a bunch of women of this particular area, so let's find out from them what exactly are the problems here and what do they think the Aam Aadmi Party can deliver for them. First up, madam, nimge ಏನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ?
ನಮಗೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀರು ಬರೋಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಕಾವ ನೀರು ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಫಸ್ಟು. ಮತ್ತು ನಮಗೂ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ದು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಬೇಕು, ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟಿಂದ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇವಾಗ ಮೈ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯಾವ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. ಅವ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ? ಅದು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋರು ಬಡವರು, ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ.
ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ರೋಡ್ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮೋರಿ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಗೆ ನೀರು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೀರು ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಬಂದರೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
Well, the people here are clearly suffering from a slew of problems, and Bala promised that come what may, he will strive towards changing the sad plight of the people here. Well, we were definitely appalled by what we saw, and the roadshow specifically targeted the less privileged people of Alsur. And finally, we reached the end of the leg of the roadshow, and we caught up with Balakrishnan one last time to find out all about how he liked his new life as a politician.
Well, it's been 2 hours of solid campaigning with Mr. Balakrishnan, and as you can see, I'm pretty tired, but everyone else around me is still very much active and looks like they're ready to go for another 2 hours of rounds around Alsur. But coming to you, Mr. Balakrishnan, more than anything else, this is your first time as a politician, and I've seen the kind of hectic campaigning that politicians do. Did you find it very hectic, or did you find it pretty simple and something that you actually immediately got used to?
No, it is very hectic and very tiring. But I got used to it because I've been doing it for the last 2 weeks. But if you come and see all this, you feel very sorry for the people. I think it shows that current corporator and MLA has failed the people. I mean, the living condition is so pathetic. They don't have clean water. The drainage is overflowing. People are living in a pathetic condition. I think all this need to change. That will change only if the traditional parties don't come to power in Karnataka. Both of them have ruled this state years after years, but they're not done anything to the people. When you go into the slums, They're all saying last 10, 15 years, nothing has changed in the slums. So I think everybody wants a change. It is very visible. And this time you are going to see that in the ballot box.
But also at the same time, like I said before, this is the lesser known side of Bangalore. I'm sure you didn't see this before you started campaigning. So what exactly inspired you to become a politician?
No, nothing. I think we all know corruption is a big issue in the country. And Aam Aadmi Party's core philosophy is to remove corruption, give honest, clean governance. That was something close to my heart. I thought the idea is good. We are all have to support. If we don't support and the idea fails, I think there's no hope for this country. That is why I joined this party. And after joining the party, I also thought if all of us sit outside and crib, the system is not going to change. Right? They will continue to do what they are doing. So unless good, honest people get into the system and try to make a systemic change, it is not going to change. So that is why I am contesting. And if I win, definitely I will take all the steps to make sure that at least the basic living condition improves here.
At the same time, you've spoken to a lot of people in this particular region, especially in backward regions such as this in Alsur. So what was the basic demands of most of the people?
No, the basic demands are clean drinking water. That is not there in any slums. And then the garbage issue. We have seen when we walk through there, everywhere garbage, the drainage is overflowing. So at least the basic living condition should improve. And that is what we will focus.
Also, of course, we've seen the conditions as you mentioned, but what exactly made you choose to contest from Bangalore Central? Was it because you saw that there was a need for change, or what was it exactly that inspired you to contest from here?
Multiple reasons. Bangalore Central is more cosmopolitan. And second, my house is in this constituency. So there's a lot of connection with this constituency. So I thought this is the right place for me to contest.
Right. Also, of course, at the same time, you're a former Infosys CFO. How has the change been from there to jump into politics? Have you found it very difficult to actually find a foothold? Because more than anything else, there are a lot of people. The educated class knows who you are. There's been a lot being said about you. But also with the other people, how are you managing connect? Because you're not a veteran politician. You've not been on the streets before. This is probably the first time. But do they know you? Are they actually recognizing who you are?
No, they all recognize us. And I think it's a difference between moon and the Mars, right? Corporate world is different, political world is different, but ultimately you have a set of stakeholders everywhere. In a corporate world, you have a defined set of stakeholders. Political world, you don't have a defined set of stakeholders. Whether people vote for you or not, all of them are your stakeholders, and the issues are complex, the scale is different. I think if you have good intention and make things work, we say in the corporate world, 5% is strategy, 95% is implementation. So implementation, governance is very bad in the political world. If we fix that, I think most of this problem can be solved.
Also, how has your life changed after you became a politician? For example, we were trying to catch your routine today, and we noticed that, sudden changes. It starts early in the morning sometimes it goes late into the night. Has that affected you in any way, and have you actually managed to find a routine about all this?
No, I got used to this because in the corporate world is very structured. Here it is not structured, it's totally unstructured. So I got used to it. I've been doing this for the last 2-3 weeks, and I got used to it. So I enjoy every bit of it.
Also, one question that was bound to come to you, Mr. Balakrishnan, that of the Bangalore South constituency. You have Nandan Nilekani there, and then you have Ms. Neena Nayak there. Who will you be gunning for?
No, I will always support Neena Nayak because the party is very important. The ideology is very important. And my best wishes were with Nandan because he was my ex-colleague. But I want Neena Nayak to win.
Also, of course, you've had a lot of corporate experience. How do you think you can actually imbibe that into politics? And if, of course, you win the elections, how do you think that will help you go forward?
Oh, I think I worked in a global company. They had operations in more than some 40-50 countries. It's a very complex organization. And there also we had some 160,000 employees. So the managing complexity, of course, the scale is totally different. But we all manage scale, we all manage multiple complexities in the organization. We came with innovative solution, executed well, and made a difference. I think same experience can be used in the political world. Of course, the scale and complexities are different, but that is part of the game.
But also, finally, what about your family? Are they happy with the fact that you've joined politics? Obviously, they must be having that much lesser time with you as well.
No, that is okay, because even when I was working in Infosys, they saw less of me. Now they'll be seeing less and less of me. That is the only difference. Initially they were against, because any middle class family, politics is not even a last option. But now they got used to it. They understood why I am trying to get into politics, what I am trying to do. So now they are totally supporting me. In fact, my wife and my daughter are coming for campaigning. In fact, we are trying to do a flash dance in the Brigade Road, and my daughter is going to dance there.
Also, of course, finally, you're confident of winning the Bangalore Central. How do you see it? As far as you've interacted with the people, do you think that change is around the corner?
I think we are winning this election. I mean, where change is very clear. Wherever you go, people respond very well. And people know about the party, the ideology, they're fed up with corruption. As I said earlier, Karnataka has seen both the Congress and BJP govern in this state. And both the parties have failed this state. And in Bangalore especially, you can see the governance deficit. Because we don't have any stable government. Chief ministers keep changing every 2 years, 3 years. There's no continuity in governance. It's very visible in the Bangalore. So people are so angry that anger will be felt in the ballot boxes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Balakrishnan. I wish you all the best for the particular elections coming up. Well, that was Mr. Balakrishnan, who seems to have got the transition from the corporate world into politics rather smoothly. And here's hoping that he does really well in the upcoming elections.
After talking to us, Bala's managers ushered him into a Gurudwara.
एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं.
Mr. Balakrishnan also seeking divine blessings there in a Gurudwara in Alsur. He has stopped by to go ahead and pray to the Lord here in the Gurudwara. In fact, you can see here, and several supporters have come together. And this was on the way of the campaigning. They did spot this particular Gurudwara and immediately stopped to go ahead and seek the Lord's blessings.
A perfect end to an exciting day indeed. While it started on a sober note, it definitely ended on a high as we bid goodbye to the Jadus in the air.
Well, spending the day with Mr. Balakrishnan was anything but a walk in the park. It was a very fruitful day for the Aam Aadmi Party, no doubt. But while it started late in the day, come afternoon, and it was hectic campaigning for the party and Mr. Balakrishnan. We showed you how he took to the streets, how he spoke to so many people from different walks of life. But at the end of the day, while the Aam Aadmi Party doesn't have much grandeur, but simply have a jadoo in their hands and a message in their voice, it looks like they're actually going ahead and spreading their intentions. They are going ahead and reaching the people at the grassroots levels to tell them that it's not just the Congress and the BJP, but you have another choice. Mr. Balakrishnan definitely has a lot up on his agenda, and he seems to be clearing it all up. He may be a new politician, but he definitely seems to be a veteran at it. With camera person Devaya, this is Akshita Nandagopal for News 9.